weird. I still wish that I could not be so pretty.
I know. Do you think it's your camera? Because I don't think Restream's doing anything.
Oh, is that better?
Yeah, that's normal.
Oh yeah, it was default versus FaceTime. Okay, this is better. Okay, I'm regular. If you want to be pretty, you can change it to default.
Good to, I'm just testing out these different features. Sweet.
Yeah.
So what do we do this week, Maz?
We did so much. We did so much. Over since the last time we all talked to y'all, what I did is find my account. I got everything integrated. There was some questions that I had in terms of getting all of the items up on Facebook, because I had manually integrated some onto Facebook on the back end through my Squarespace. So we had some of those up, and then all of the Shopify ones. I had questions about how to set up my email. So get my email list transferred from my Squarespace over to the Shopify, get my Klaviyo account set up so I could start sending emails. I was also really nervous about just like placing my first order, seeing if it went through correctly. And then texting is something that I've never done before, but I really wanted to integrate. So I had questions about that. And am I missing anything?
I think that's it. We missed the first order. We did it.
Yeah.
It's live. The store is live. It's really sending transactions. We got Klaviyo installed, PostScript installed. And like you said, it's like it can scale now.
Yeah, that's basically, so what I had before would be what probably a lot of you all that are watching this have of like a Squarespace, because Squarespace is really easy to make, like really not built to scale, but is working for assuming that you're getting a small amount of orders. And that's just not where I'm at right now. And that's obviously not where I want to be. I want to start getting more and more orders. But then when I released my masks, and we got a bunch of orders, it was just like literally unhandleable. Like it was a big issue on the back end, both in manufacturing and everything. So what we're doing now, from moving everything to Squarespace to Shopify, we've set this really beautiful foundation so that things can really scale. And I'm also not missing out on so many opportunities, because before I was really missing out on the potential for email marketing, text message marketing. Like Tim saw, I don't know much about emails, but Tim saw like my last email that I sent, and we had really high open rates, but I'm just like not even utilizing those things because I didn't have Klaviyo set up. I don't have any welcome flows. I literally had nothing going on in terms of any of that. So I was not only missing out on a bunch of opportunities, but I also did not have a website that was built for the capacity to scale at the length that I wanted to. And now that everything's switched over to Shopify and we're using all of these add-ins, like the next time a mass situation hits, which I hope is again soon, where we get a lot of orders and we like release another item that's super popular, everything will be set up so that there's not a disaster. unless you know, obviously anything can happen at any time, knock on wood, but we have as many things in place set up to make sure that it's going to be as successful as possible.
Hell yeah, exactly. And there's a little bit of grinding involved. Like it was definitely like annoying. I think you had to do a bunch of work, like changing all the items and stuff, but now it's done. And all this setup took like an hour, 20 minutes. Like we just knocked it out. Set up forever. I mean, we'll have to change some stuff, but it is like once you start doing it, it's like doesn't take that long. So I'm happy that we did it. Super stoked.
I know, I'm so excited. I couldn't have done it without you, Tim. You're the best.
It's a pleasure.
And and then the other big thing that I wanted to tell everybody, so the grind was switching out the items and designing, but it was all really simple stuff. It's just like doing the same thing over and over again and adding SKUs to items. But the biggest and most important things that I think is information that is not accessible for folks, is stuff like integrating the plugins, like knowing that Klaviyo is the best email marketing that you should go with, knowing what PostScript is, knowing what your API key is. Like this is information that's really hard to access, I feel like a lot of the times. So people just don't know and they don't do it, but it's not even that it's hard. It's just information that's held up in like marketing organizations or like agencies and stuff that we're trying to share with you.
Exactly. And like the first time I did it, it was just clicking around for hours and being like, oh my God, where's the thing? Like I have to do the thing, like reading all the notes and stuff. But then once you've done it, you can just be like, hey, do this. That's the thing to do.
Yeah. So now everything's up. The Shopify is live. My Facebook shopping is linked to all like 80 of my items without me having to manually input all of them, which is amazing. That's one of the big reasons you would want to go to a platform like Shopify. Email set up, texting is set up. All I have to do now is build out the flows. So next time that we meet you, we're probably going to be going over PostScript text messaging, or not next time, but just in the future, what we're going to be going over is text messaging, what my welcome flows and stuff for email marketing look like. We're going to be getting on a call with somebody really awesome named Katie to talk about SEO and make sure that my SEO integrates, and then doing this is the thing that I'm most scared of that's coming up next time, is completely taking down my Squarespace site and switching over all of the URLs. I'm terrified to do this on my own. So, I'm sure that somebody else in the similar position would be really afraid, because it just seems so scary to switch URLs. So we're gonna walk you through it and show you how to keep all that SEO and just ask all those questions with the help of people and share all that information with you.
Amazing. Hell yeah. So fun. See you next time, everyone.
Bye, everybody.